Hey Canucks fans, hope you are well. I'm here to break down all of the goals from the Vancouver Canucks. Exciting, dramatic, late 3-2 victory over the San Jose Sharks. I actually did not get to watch this game as I was working, hosting a fundraiser for Mary's Meals at my workplace. Very successful night, almost as successful as the Vancouver Canucks. So let's get into it. Only 5 goals to break down, so there's a bit of filler in these highlights, I must admit. But let's get going. First period, and the first highlight they show is a drop pass from Bluger, or Bluger got dropped actually. It goes Garland all the way back to Susie at the point, and Susie takes a slap shot and Blackwood makes a save with his pad. No harm, no foul. Next up is another Canucks highlight, and it's Sprong sending it in, and then it gets back here to, Suter. Maybe foreshadowing things to come, a good opportunity for Suter. Blackwood stands tall, and then it's the Sharks' turn to break out. And this one, I think, is that Granlund? Granlund from the slot and Lankinen standing tall, making the save. So no scoring in the first period. Then it's the Sharks, and this play looks innocent enough, this scoring play. Goes around the boards, it's Forbert making his return, and then Bluger with admittedly a weaker play here, and then it's Sturm, Cunnin, and then back to Sturm, and Sturm scores. Nico Sturm scores his second of the season. So let's see what happens here. I think, usually when there's a goal against, whether it's against the Canucks or for the Canucks, you always look for a breakdown, and to me it's Danton Heinen. So Bluger with the weaker attempt, like I said here, but he did get cut off by Sturm, Nico Sturm. Oh no, it wasn't Nico Sturm, it was this guy. But then what happens here is Heinen is on Sturm, and Sturm makes the pass to Cunnin in the slot, who's going to be well covered actually by 3 Canucks guys. But Heinen then turns, and you see he starts to look at Cunnin. He shouldn't have to. There's 3 guys there, like I said, and then Sturm escapes from him right here. Nico Sturm escapes. Cunnin gets a shot off while falling, while getting checked by Sherwood. Lankinen makes the pad save, but yeah, that's a good shot actually by Cunnin, even though he's falling, because he puts it low, puck to pad, as we've talked about before, low on Lankinen, and then now look, Nico Sturm is wide open, and Danton Heinen, I don't know why they have 4 Canucks guys here and none covering Nico Sturm. So easy goal for Sturm, and credit to him, he starts to play here again. That weaker play by Bluger, it goes to Cunnin, and look, right there, a good example. You see Heinen looking at Cunnin, who's gonna get checked by Sherwood here, and Brandstrom, and Forbert. A lot of attention here on Luke Cunnin, and then he gets a shot off as he's falling, like I said. Lankinen with the toe save, but then no one covering Sturm in the slot. I think they show this 1 or 2 more times. Oh no, that's it. Okay, now it's the Canucks' turn. Hughes with a nice drive on his backhand, then turns it around and swipes it at Blackwood. Blackwood's really good with his right pad, I noticed. He made a lot of saves, right pad. But watch, all the Canucks goals are actually from the same spot. But we'll get to that in a second. Here's Eklund, nice shot by Lankinen as Brandstrom loses his stick. But again, a good save by Lankinen. Lankinen was good all game. But look at this, same play, no stoppage. Look at Garland with a great forecheck, forces a turnover. Hoglander, nice back pass, and Pius Suter scores his first of 2 goals in the game. Now, often you see a really good chance on one end, followed by an actual converted goal on the other end, and this one obviously benefited the Vancouver Canucks. So let's see what happens here. So this is, we've already seen, actually, they didn't show it, but Garland forces that turnover. Garland unfortunately doesn't get an assist on this play. He probably should. But look at Hoglander. Hoglander could shoot right there, and he could go for Blackwood's glove side, but instead he knows that Suter's right behind him, and maybe Hoglander's worried about this defenseman deflecting or blocking the shot. So instead he puts it back, and he basically takes away this defenseman's opportunity to get to Suter by running. It was very subtle interference, but look to see how Hoglander's stick, and maybe he didn't do this on purpose, Hoglander's skate is actually in front of this defender's stick, so there's no way that he can get his stick around in time, and then Suter puts it, gathers it, so now Hoglander's going to the net, Garland's waiting for a pass, this guy's too slow, and then all 3 goals from on Blackwood came from the same area, which you'll see. 2 go on this side, but this one actually goes short side, past his blocker. Great shot by Pius Suter, or as I like to call him, Pius Shooter. There's a great look at Garland putting pressure on Wallman. Wallman does a very bad no-look backhand pass through the slot. There's 3 bad things there. No look, backhand, well, backhand's okay, and then through the slot. Look at this. Blackwood's like, what the heck? So this is kind of funny. Walman just like, okay. Garland's like, yeah, I caused the turnover. And Blackwood's like, why is the puck going 5 feet away from my crease? So Blackwood has to get ready now. And here's what I was thinking. Hoglander, instead of shooting and maybe having it get deflected off of this stick blade, a really nice back pass, runs subtle interference on the guy's stick. He finally gets around it. By that time, Suter has corralled the puck, and boom, short side on Mackenzie Blackwood. Tie game 1-1. We get to the third. Hronek, beautiful pass to Miller. Miller, just as nice pass to Besser. Besser comes in, hits the post, but instead of the puck getting cleared, well, it gets cleared, but right to the Canucks. Horrible play, and they do it again. This time it's Hughes, finds DeBrusk trailing, and DeBrusk puts it past Blackwood from that same spot as goal number 1 by Suter, and he gets his first of the season. Look how relieved he is. Look how happy they all are. When you watch this replay, I'm wondering what Hronek's doing in a good way. So Hughes makes a beautiful pass, forehand pass to DeBrusk, and Hronek, I think once he realized he wasn't getting the puck, he realized, wait a sec, I'm the defenseman, and there's a guy right here. I better get going and get back to the point. So that's what he does. But by that time, DeBrusk has already gotten the puck and putting it past Blackwood. No screen either. Just a great snipe from the circle. And there it goes. One more time. Look, Hughes head up. Miller's probably yelling for it here, but he does a beautiful pass to DeBrusk, and then there's no one on him. And DeBrusk gets a lot of time and a nice wrist shot. Hronek's getting out of the way of Besser, and then Besser is there, all excited. So is Hughes. So now you think the Canucks are going to win 2-1, right? But this is at the end of a long shift. DeBrusk, Miller, and Besser, you sure they scored the goal just a minute ago? But I think they took the next face-off, and I think they had a chance to change, but they didn't. So now this is the back end of that shift. It's Toffoli up to Granlund, and Granlund snaps it past Kevin Lankinen. And yeah, I wasn't watching the game. Like I said, I was working, but I know I got a few text messages of aggravation after this San Jose goal with a minute 17. So there's Toffoli, gets back to Granlund, and look what happens here. No one rushes him. I get that it's a 6-on-5, but no one rushes him. No one. DeBrusk doesn't go after him. I think what's happening here now is Myers is kind of setting up a screen. Zetterlund is certainly screening Lankinen. Now look, Lankinen's trying to look past Zetterlund to his right, and anytime that happens, guess what? The puck's gonna go to his left. Maybe I want one of DeBrusk or Myers closing. I guess Myers can't really close because of him, but at this point, maybe DeBrusk got to make a stronger play here. Myers got to get out of Lankinen's way, and Hughes got to give Zetterlund a cross check across his back. But instead, look, Lankinen can't see, and then there's a path to the puck right here, and sure enough, it goes off the far end of the net. Here's another good look at it. So here's Granlund. Granlund, look, no one's checking him. No one's checking him. I know DeBrusk is worried about this point man. Myers is worried about Toffoli, but someone's got to make a move here. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it should be Myers because it's actually away from DeBrusk. But look, poor Lankinen is trying to look past Zetterlund and his 6'7" Myers, looking to the right, and the puck goes right here to the left. Great shot by Granlund. Got to give him props. And now it's 2-2. Here's one more look at it. Miller, Besser, can't really blame them. They're taking men. I would have loved to see Hughes, like I said, get rid of Zetterlund in front of the net. This guy, he's not impressed. He's not impressed. But look at this. Canucks then go down, control play for a good 20 seconds. Garland to the point. Susie, kind of like the very first play of the game, a save by Blackwood, but then a really nice pass from Garland. Finds Suter in that exact same spot where the other 2 goals were scored on Mackenzie Blackwood, right from the left face-off dot. Gotta like Garland's play here, the way so let's see it again. Garland outraces number 11 right there, and on his forehand, he could have easily gone back to the point, but instead he puts it right here in the soft spot. And look at Suter, he just one-times it. He doesn't bring the puck in. And is Blackwood screened by his own player here? Maybe. But yeah, there's 3 guys, and then Suter finds the soft spot, and Garland makes the nice pass, and it goes past Blackwood on his glove side. So again, there's the Sushi shot off of Blackwood's blocker, but Garland wins this race there and gets it to Suter. And I don't know, goals look much more dramatic or better when a guy's on one leg or one knee or whatever. But look, beautiful shot. Yeah, Walman's too slow. So Walman, I don't know, maybe Garland likes playing against Wallman because the first goal of the game was Garland causing Wallman to turn the puck over, and this one, Wallman's not fast enough to get to Suter. And the Canucks win the game with only 26 seconds left. Canucks break their losing streak. They also break the Sharks' winning streak, and then all is fine with the Vancouver Canucks. Actually, as I'm talking, you got to see what happens on this last play. So we know there's only 3 seconds left. This should be an automatic win. But the puck, this guy makes a really good play. Forbert's down here. I think this is Heinen. This is Bluger. This guy's a little bit wide open. And look, he gets it on his stick with 1 second left, so he has enough time to, and there's all this room, but the puck is, as you see, on its edge, and he can't corral it, he can't settle it down, and he can't get the shot off. In fact, it bounces off his stick. But if you watch that one more time, in real time, he had time to score. Watch this. 7 seconds, we think we're safe. A bit of a stumble, we should have got the puck there. And then a great play by this guy, and then bounces over his stick. Thank goodness. And Sherwood gives him a cross check for a good measure. So once again, the Canucks defeat the Sharks 3-2. Game number 1 of their 3-game California road trip. As always, tell me what highlights stood out to you. Is there something that I pointed out to you that you missed when you watched the game? Similarly, is there something that I missed that you want to tell me about? Always happy to get that feedback. But most importantly, tell me what highlights stood out to you and why. Shout out to my sponsors, Van State Experts Real Estate, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members. And thanks to all of you for watching, for liking, subscribing. On your way out, you can subscribe, you can like the video, you can leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership. But most importantly, tell me which highlights stood out to you and why. So you're probably watching this on Sunday. I hope you join me tonight at 11 p.m. for my regular Sunday night live stream. We'll recap this game and look ahead to the next 2 games for the Vancouver Canucks. Finally, nice to be back in the win column for sure. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.